Welcome back. This is Exopolitics Radio. So we're on the edge of some fairly major developments, folks. It appears as though the various power blocks at the United Nations are now moving in terms of the Anglo-American City of London blocks, opening toward an acclimatization of the world population to the extraterrestrial presence. And our stellar artistic director, R.V. Romero, asked, what can we do to accelerate this process, to trigger it going over the top or into a critical mass? And that's a key question. And that is for every one of us out there, really, to start telling our neighbors that there are secret meetings going on at the United Nations. Point them to the news stories at www.exopolitics.com. Point them to these radio programs at Exopolitics Radio. And hopefully the stories will start breaking in the mainstream news media soon. And tell them to start writing the Secretary General of the United Nations at United Nations, New York, New York. And you can look it up, the full address on the internet. Just Google United Nations, and you can begin to write letters and include the fact that you're aware of the secret meetings going on at the United Nations, and you want to urge that these facts be made public, and that more of these meetings go forth, and that the UN begin to undertake its responsibilities at extraterrestrial disclosure sooner rather than later. So let's get this, as they say, viral. Let's make it go viral. Take the audio archive, the link of the audio archive of this Exopolitics Radio program. Go to www.exopoliticsradio.com and take that link and send it out to all your friends. Post it everywhere. Go to exopoliticsradio.com. You'll be seeing various stories there. Take the links of those stories and post them everywhere. We'll hopefully be releasing a news story fairly soon, which we'll have posted at www.exopolitics.com. It's really the people that are going to have to rise up and start sending this everywhere. Because Hillary Clinton's not going to do it. Obamania's not going to do it. We're going to have to do it. And we got the United Nations now doing it. So all you folks out there in Exopolitics Radio land, let's get busy. We've been waiting for this moment. Start sending all of this out. Start telling your friends and neighbors that they're having secret meetings at the UN. They now want to acclimatize the people to the extraterrestrial presence, and they're saying that if the UN confirms the extraterrestrial presence, then that will be the authority that everybody in the planet can point to. It says, look, the UN is confirming it. So then that will overcome all of the ridicule that we've felt the last 60 years, because the U.S. CIA did its number through the Robertson panel in order to give the Rockefeller empire all its secret technology, so that the U.S. armed forces could have all of its military hardware with extraterrestrial reverse engineered technology and try and dominate the world through its pinhead, George W. Bush, who, as a fellow Yalie, Dick Cheney was a class ahead of me, flunked out. George Bush was right behind me, and they're both pinheads and moral zeros. So we're past them, luckily. You guys get out there. We have to do it together. This is Exopolitics Radio, which is produced by Phoenix Productions in conjunction with 1480 KPHX, Progressive Talk Phoenix. Executive producer Richard Romero Sr., director R.V. Romero, producer and editor Chris Romero. I'm your host, Alfred Webre, wishing you a wonderful, miracle-filled, and United Nations. Let's beat open the doors, and let's open the windows, and let's yell out all the good news. Yep, the secret of the ages is upon us, folks. Let's go for it. Thank you.